Hi again. This next part of the demo, I'm going to explain a little bit more about what's in this Advanced Surfaces Toolbox. In other words, what are the options that you have when you're trying to create a surface. In the previous video, all we did was we chose what label we wanted to take, in other words, what colored dots we wanted to make a surface with, and then we just hit Create Surface. In this video, I'm going to show you what's under the hood, so these options that we have. And as far as I have created currently, there are 5 options that you can generally choose from. So the first one is if you want to resample between slices. So in this particular case, we've segmented out the facet joints in the axial plane. And so if we wanted to resample, let's just say we had a coarse MRI where the axial slice thickness was 5 or 6 millimeters. Let's say we wanted to sample it down into like maybe 2 millimeters. There's a way we can do this, and I've created a way to enable you to do that. Currently, it's not working. Unfortunately, there's it's bugs to it, and it's under development. So, that's the immediate future for this project. The next bit is what's called a slice contour fit. So you can think about it for each slice. So in this particular case, we're segmenting out. We chose axial or pixels in axial slices. So where my mouse is currently, we chose these points. So the way the algorithm worked is with each axial slice, it created a spline or a line that connects all these points, a smooth line. And you can see that in the surface there are several different levels that look pretty smooth in this view. We can see that better if you look only at a axial slice view, and you can see how in this particular image we are looking at the superior facet and is connected by a smooth line. One way to do that, and this is the current only validated way that I have working, is a spline. The spline, again, is just a smooth, continuous line that connects all the points. And you can see that here. And this is just a feature to make it tell you how coarse or smooth you want it. The other options are linear, that just you connect the dots like a constellation up in the stars and stuff like that. It's nothing. It's rudimentary. And the best thing you would want to do is it's a 2-dimensional snakes algorithm. It's based on a level set method, and it uses some pretty high level calculus to actually figure out where these edges are. And so that would be a little further out step for me to do, but it's something I'd like to implement here. And then the third option generally is, once we have these contours or these splines in this particular case, how do you want to build the surface? In this case, just take these existing splines and stack them up and create a surface out of that. This resampling gives you another way actually to create more, you can just alter it. And I'll show you a little bit. So if we resampled it to 2 points, you see how it now created 2 points. We did 1 point. It should just connect the end points here, and that's just sort of a stair step. And if we zoom out or go to a different 3-dimensional view, you can see how it's kind of stair stepping here. And so this is a way for you, the user, to actually control the level of granularity here. And as you see, there's 5. And then the last option is closed surface. We don't need to do that here. We're dealing with just generalized surfaces. So these are the options in the Advanced Surfaces Toolbox. Play around with them. You can then take these surfaces and use them in other operations. You can smooth this out more. There's a surface smoothing toolbox currently in this general slicer application, or you can then take the other set of software tools I've created to perform operations like rotations and adding in implants and whatnot, and running some simulations that way. So I'll stop there. If you have any questions, let me know, and otherwise, thank you for listening.